Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Light. Amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, welcome back to Baseball. Hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So we like to talk about, sometimes a little bit, just a little bit next year. You know, the Mets are doing okay. They're right there in this pennant race, in this wild card race. They're right there. Hope to be there the last 2 weeks. I really think they'll be there the last 2 weeks. And again, like I said on a video on Sunday, Mets have to be at this 10-game stretch that they've begun. And they won on Monday on that walk-off by Francisco Alvarez's home run in the ninth inning. Mets can't be no more than 2 games back of the last wild card. That means they haven't lost ground. They have a losing record during this stretch. But you can't lose ground. Very important that they stay there, because it's the toughest part of their schedule. If they can maintain where they are or better, they have a shot at this for the last month. This stretch they're in now will lead, and the 10 games plus the 3 games against the White Sox will lead us in September. We'll see you in September. That cannot be 2 games back at the end at this 10-game stretch, and we'll see where we are when they play after they're done with the White Sox. But just want to get that out of the way. But we will talk about in this video something interesting. Interesting. This is about the past. This is not good. There was this big thing in New York City, this big fan fest. All the media scum and a lot of great athletes of the past had a convention. It's basically the way to say it. They went to Javits Center and they had a baseball convention. Your host didn't go. Let's see how it does next year. Possibly I'll go. We'll see. Hopefully our city doesn't get burned to the ground. Hopefully this world doesn't get burned to the ground by next year. God willing, knock on wood. Maybe things will be safer next year, and hopefully if that happens, I'll make my way into the terrible situation that's there in New York right now. But not good. Had something to say. Let me read you from SI.com. Mets legend makes bold declaration. Did he put his hand on his heart? Did he salute? About New York bidding war for top free agent. Mets icon and legend and amazing. And this guy was really amazing, spectacular, terrific pitcher and player. And one of the most credible, young talents baseball's ever seen. Guy that burst onto the scene. Mets icon Doc Gooden didn't hold back when discussing where one of baseball's top free agents will land. Doc Gooden has allegiance to both of New York's MLB teams. I won't go that far. I don't want to hear that when I'm a Met fan. Doc pitched for the Mets from 1984 to 1994. During that time, he won the 1984 National League Rookie of the Year, the 1985 National League Cy Young Award, made 4 All-Star teams, was part of the Mets' 1986 World Series, winning a championship. Also would mention that he also won the Silver Slugger Award in 1992 for a pitcher. Gooden also pitched for the Yankees in 96, 97, and 2000, winning World Series in 96 and 2000. Despite Doc winning the World Series ring with both New York teams, he's most remembered as a Met. That's right, never forget that. Although he didn't let any potential biases affect how he views the impending free agency of current Yankees slugger Juan Soto. Quote, "Me personally, I don't see it happening. I think only way, this is just my opinion, but the only way the Mets really go after Soto is if the Yankees can't sign him." Gooden said at the Fanatics Fest in New York City at Javits Center on Saturday, according to the New York Post. Quote, "Then I do think the Mets will step in and go after him. But normally, you don't ever see the 2 teams going after the same guy. But if you're trying to win and you're interested in Soto, you got to pull all the friendship and personal stuff aside and do what you got to do to make your team better." Soto's playing his first season with the Yankees after being traded from the San Diego Padres in December. The 25-year-old is firmly in the AL MVP conversation, hitting .302 with 34 homers, 87 RBIs, and a 1038 OPS. Just incredible numbers. Soto will become a free agent at the season's end. As of right now, the Mets and Yankees are considered the 2 teams most likely to sign him. quote, he's legit. If I'm starting a franchise, I'm not saying I'd give him whatever he wants, but I'm making him very happy for the next 10 years and would build my team around him, Doc said of Soto. Now, he is going to be a tremendous signing for any team. I don't see him winning the MVP. I think, in all likelihood, it looks like Horseface, his teammate, is going to be winning that award. And you know who Horseface is, right? It's the guy, Aaron Judge, the Herman Munster of baseball, you know. I mean, really. And a guy hits his head, you know. Guy goes running into the bullpen door and has the most mysterious, like, toe injury in the history of baseball. But I would mention, Soto is an effervescent kind of guy. He likes the attention on himself. Does he want to be on a team where he's the number 2 guy? He's a second banana. You know, and he's 25 years old. I mean, he's going to have to be in the shadow of Aaron Judge, which Aaron Judge has a very big shadow anyway. He makes big guys look small. I mean, if you ever seen any pictures of him and Pete Alonso's a big guy. But do you see them stand next to each other? He makes Alonso look small. But does Juan Soto want to be in the shadow of Aaron Judge for the next 15 years, 10 years? I don't know if he wants to do that. I mean, that's also another consideration in this situation. But it always comes down to money. He has an agent that wants to get him the most money. And is this a situation that, you know, or is this going to happen? You know, and you know, he's going to go for the most money. I think we all know that. There's no doubt in my mind on that. I mean, you know, he's not going to take $1 less to sign, say, with the Pirates. Just use them as an example. Or sign with the A's. He's not going there. He's not going to the ghetto A's. That's for sure. You know, he's going to want to sign with a team that's going to give him the most money, and that's the primary thing. It has less to do with anything about winning, because he's won. He won in Washington. They offered him a big contract. He didn't take it. He said he reviewed it. He turned his back on it, and that's why they traded him to the Padres. And now he is on the East Coast. And I would mention this, he was not happy in San Diego. So I don't expect any West Coast team to be in any kind of bidding. I don't see the Giants getting anywhere near him because of the fact that Soto doesn't like the West Coast. He's an East Coast guy, it seems. Most players are West Coast guys. This guy's an East Coast guy. So I think that's a consideration too. And this is a big city. And if he came to the Mets, it'd be a big deal. I mean, it'd be a really big deal. It would be his team, essentially. Does he want to be a second banana to a Horseface? I don't think so. And he could be the number 1 guy here, and he would be the number 1 guy, no doubt. Even with Francisco Lindor, he would not be. This would not be Lindor's team after that. That's for sure. Well, let me know what you think about this video, and of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. We're close to 5,000 subs. Hit that sub button. Smash it. We're going to get awfully close. Want to get there very soon in the next couple of days. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.